Right, everyone, welcome back. And today we're going to talk about a little bit about life-oriented things. I hope everybody is doing well. Today, it's a very simple topic and very simple thing. I think every single day in our day-to-day life we talk about, but perhaps probably we miss out the context, or in another word, probably it's one of the most corrupted word. I'm going to talk about karma. There would be definitely there are many definitions if you go by Oxford dictionary, because this is the Sanskrit word has been taken by Oxford, the English language. And if you go by that dictionary or you probably Google, you'll get some different definitions. For example, it's a kind of a concept of reward and punishment, which is further away from the truth. Let me put it really straight. It's about taking charge of one's life, regardless of the social, personal strata we have in the society. Individual seeking will definitely help that person to live more sensibly than in believing something that if I do this, I will get this. This is a belief, right? This is a belief system, reward and punishment, rather than you just experience that thing that you want to live sensibly your life, you want to lead it sensibly in the society. It doesn't matter where you live, maybe you're living in. So being spiritual is the only way to get away from the daily pravda, right? So when we talk about pravda, is basically an allotted memory which has been given to us after our birth, and it comes so there is something called sanchita. I mean, I'm not getting into that in technicality, because this is kind of, you can imagine, it's a warehouse of karma. It's a big pile of karma. So you are not taking whole pile, like small fraction of that which has been given to us after after our birth and since our birth. So the whole life, or the purpose of life, or the what we are doing in different ways, we are trying to hit, and we're trying to dissolve our karma through different activities. Some people may be doing by their profession, by their job. So it could be karma yogi. Some people are doing by running the state or country. It could be a karma yogi, or it's a Raj Dharma basically. Some people are completely in the family situation, so they're maintaining that thing. They're also trying to dissolve their karma by doing their day-to-day activities, and also in sync with the divine, in sync with their this could be a sadhana. Some people are literally ascetic, that doing their spiritual sadhana, doing tantra, doing their japa, tapa, daily spiritual practices in order to, they are full-time. Some of them are their brahmacharis, they're full-time in spiritual sadhana. So that means they're basically heading towards that mukti, moksha, or liberation, the ultimate salvation we want, right? So this prabda, basically the allotted memory, we every single day, whatever the physical activity or the things we are doing, we're trying to get away from or dissolve this specific memory. So when I say my karma is my life, that means I seek. That means I start seeking rather than making assumptions or so-called the belief system in our mind. Like my mind has started looking towards the truth. So what is basically seeking? Next question is seeking the experience, the profoundness of the experience. Whatever we do, doesn't matter what activity or what scale we do, trying or looking to have that profoundness of the experience in our life. So that means that person is generally right now turning into seeking mode, right? So when I say that, so you are not making any assumption, no presumption like in mind. You are absolutely there, and you could be saying that the person is absolutely skeptic, looking for something that person should feel, experience it. Once that person experience within, then you start seeking. So there is you basically step into that thing. So first step is like you stop your bull. Bull means the factory or the mind factory we have is like kind of rotating throughout day and night. It's processing millions of thoughts, and then it's just making our life so miserable, and we're so confused, right? So first thing is to stop your bull. That means it could be mind, it could be the flawless process, the thoughts we have, and it could be a mental diarrhea. So we need to stop that first. There's the first thing. And then accepting the things. What we do know, we should accept that the things which we do not know, as simple as it is, accepting that thing that we do not know, rather than making assumption or giving it some other name or having some prejudices or preconceived notions. The moment we do this, that means we are just reducing the possibility of knowing something, exploring something which probably is not right now in my experience. When I do that, that means I'm just reducing the chances. As opposed to that, when I say I do not know probably this thing absolutely, so that means my mind, energy, everything will get turned into that direction and to figure things out, right? Maybe not today, maybe after 6 months or maybe after 6 years, who cares? But the essential thing is basically I'm directed toward that mode, that because I'm in the seeking mode, right? So always giving priority to the truth, that the truth is the prior like authority is not the truth. That means there is not somebody, one God or one holy book which is saying that, okay, this is the thing, you'll go to the heaven, you need to do this, you know, to kill this person, you need to convert those person religiously. No, I mean, then you have to understand if there is something which saying he's the authority, and that means you have to understand that you are on the wrong path. This is the beauty of Sanatana Dharma, because we do not have the God, we do not have the authority or the one book which is dictating or telling our life. Basically, is it really is open source and is very wide open. You can have your God as a tree, you can have a God as a rock, you can have a God as a river, you can have a God as your Ishtadevata. I mean, because ultimate goal is same. You have to understand, our objective is the common objective. We're looking for the liberation. We're looking for mukti, moksha, which is not in the case of religion, because there is a huge difference between the religion and dharmas. Dharma talks about the responsibility, how you can conduct your life responsibly, how you can act in a society responsibly, how you can do your duty, so that in this life you can get away with this rebirth cycle, right? Of course, through your karma, not by killing somebody, not by converting somebody, not by preaching or listening to that one holy book what said, or somebody sitting up there who is giving you order, right, in your church or in your maybe mosques. No, this is not the case. So this, we have to get it at the straight right, that when I say karma, that means it's my life. I have to be responsible. I have to be in the driver's seat. I have to take the responsibility, and dropping the idea of, that self-importance. I am no one, I am nothing, I'm just a small speck. I am even smaller than just a speck of dust or a sand, grain, or maybe or more smaller than it. And when we have that idea that I'm nothing, that self-importance thing will go away. Then you will accept, you will be ready. The first point I said, the ready to accept. Your mind will get ready with acceptance. What you know, you will accept. What you do not know, you will accept that. I do not know. And then these all doors we need to connect, right? You don't know something where you are like right now. I feel that every single day I believe that this thought come in my mind. It really comes because where I am, who I am, where I'm going, honestly, I have no idea. I may have a name, I may have physical appearance, but if you go at the core, we do not know where we are. At the spinning whole galaxy is there, and the cosmos, out of this there is a Milky Way, and then, I mean, it's really fascinating. Like when we think about it. So sadhana is the one of the tools. Like I said, there could be many other tools, but what I use, what I've been doing, what I definitely is helping me is sadhana is to generate more and more energy in the body, in the system. Energy doesn't mean it's all the time is physical. It's like in the system. So not to be in comfortable state, like always bright and lit up, like going out of the way, going out extra mile, doing things, because performance is not about from any physical activity. We have to understand personal performance. We are not counting by doing something physically, rather than free from the life, free from the obstacles, free from the material things which people are having so much in their head. Today's life, there are small tiny things, they're so much identified with those things, they can't let them go away. Every single day I see this thing happening around me, with my family, my relatives, my friends, circle, I mean in the neighbor, everything. Every day I see that, and then I realize, I think probably this is the performance, this is the energy, and this is the sadhana which we want in life, so that we can let them away, we can let them go, right? These are the small tiny things. We should not be holding them. There is a big purpose, and if you want to get identified, we should get identified with that. Could be my mukti, could be my salvation, and how I can get there. In order to that, we need to follow a path rather than getting stuck with this tiny minuscule. So basically sitting up without food, sometimes like what we call in India is Ekadashi, we do twice in every month. It could be one of the best great opportunity to test yourself. Can you live without a food? Sometimes reducing or cutting down the sleep, how it happens. If you continuously practice sadhana and yogic practices, it will happen inevitably. You don't have to do it deliberately. It's just a kind of, you can say, it's a domino effect. It will happen anyway, and it's inevitable. And realizing that when I say I do not know, it doesn't mean that I'm a fool. It means that you are the smartest person. You are telling yourself you are the smartest one, because your mind will get busy, or your energy, body, everything will get aligned to get that thing right. Everything will, even subconscious mind, when we are not active, it will get aligned into that to figure things out. But when we do not know the thing and we presume in our mind, and then we come into any conclusion, that means we are just destroying the possibility of knowing. The thing we probably would have known in after 1 year, 5 years, 10 years down the line, that means we have destroyed the thing, which we don't want, right? Because in life, this life we got, this is one life, we should experience and we should realize, and that experience should be personal. This should be my experience. Unless I experience, I should not be believing in such things. Unless I experience something, I should not be believing in as a matter of fact, anything, right? Reaching or taking ourselves to that level so that we can realize, and so that our mind, body, energy, everything gets aligned towards that in order to realizing that. Rest things are basically psychological drama. When I say psychological drama, that means that, like the things I have said, identified with small things, maybe money, maybe could be a small thing, right? Maybe a small invitation, maybe a small gift or something. I mean, every single day in the social life, so many transactions we have, right? So getting identity, these are psychological drama, nothing to do with the existential reality, which basically is the truth. If you ask me the truth, this is the truth. So not aligning towards that. So what kind of thoughts, is coming in our mind, is 100% has to be our job. And it 100% has to be my responsibility. That means I have to be conscious enough to bring that thought in my mind. What it means? That means it's not something is going on endlessly. That means I am thinking right now something, and I know what I'm thinking. I want right now to think that thing, and I want my mind, body, everything should be aligned with that. And that is means I'm everything. What I'm doing, these are conscious effort. This is my conscious thought. It's not compulsive. It's not happening just all the way. It's just happening. No. When I do not have that, I don't have to control. I just need to just realign that. Because you cannot control mind. Nobody can. Nobody hasn't been able to control mind. If one is trying to do this, the foolish thing to do. We can only realign that. We can show it the right direction, and even it can go there. Don't have to control. So I'm the one who is basically thinking, and I'm making the mess out of it. The moment we accept that, this truth, then basically you start, looking for a solution. You start looking for so all this happens because of the compulsiveness. So how can we get away with the compulsiveness? Just doing the small things. Sometimes maybe social media could be a compulsiveness. Phone these days, just turn the notification off, which I do most of the. Whenever I need, I just get in. Whenever I don't need, it's not there. I don't get the notification. Fasting could be one of the thing. Keep changing your food. Maybe vegetarian is something, vegetable is something, fruit diet, or raw fruits you want to try. Keep changing. Then you will see there is a sweet spot, and then you maintain that thing. That's the balance we need to bring. It's not about vegetarian, non-vegetarian. There is no such thing. You should eat based on your body, and our body has been designed for the foods which have a very simple genetic code, and which falls under nuts, fruits, vegetables, no other animal mates. As simple as it is. I think it makes sense. If you find this helpful, then do share your thoughts, and let's start with one small thing, one small step, The first step could be accepting that the thing what I know what I do not know, accepting that, and let the whole cosmos, then let the nature just guiding you towards the direction. All right. Namaskaram.